BTS news. The lives of BTS members are never out of the public spotlight, especially when small, seemingly trivial moments suddenly become the center of world attention. Today, entire social media timelines are exploding because of one thing that is so simple yet resonates with armies around the world: eye contact. Yeah, just eyes. But it's not just any look, it's Jungkook's look at Jimin, and it's enough to rock cyberspace. Back to that point, just an hour ago, a video less than 2 minutes long began to circulate widely and go viral. In the video, Jungkook is seen staring at Jimin with an intensity that is hard to ignore. And the fans instantly became love detectives trying to interpret the meaning behind the gaze. It all started with a short video broadcast taken while they were attending an internal event with some of their staff and close associates. This moment was not officially announced to the public, but as always, there are 1 or 2 fan cameras that magically capture the little magic that happens between two members who are known to have a strong emotional bond: Jungkook and Jimin. In the video, it is clear that Jungkook, the one sitting on the right side of the room, he couldn't take his eyes off Jimin. Even when Jimin is talking to others, laughing a little, or simply touching his hair, Jungkook's eyes remained fixed on her. Not once, not twice, but many times. That look is nothing made up. Unlike the way a person looks at an ordinary friend, it's not like they're just paying attention to a group of people. There was a stillness that crept in among the crowd in the room, a small dimension that belonged only to the two of them. The fans, of course, reacted immediately. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram are full of video snippets, screenshots, and diverse analysis from different corners of the world. The army in Japan, the gaze was painful as if full of longing and unspoken feelings. While fans from Brazil said, if love has a form, it was Jungkook's eyes staring at Jimin. It's no secret that Jungkook and Jimin's relationship has always attracted attention. Although they are equally known to be close to all BTS members, the dynamic between the two is always different. On many occasions, they seem so synchronous, whether in gestures, gazes, or words. But some time ago, since both were conscripted in different units, the relationship seemed even more mysterious. Not much public interaction. They were seen keeping their distance, probably due to the military situation that did not allow it, or for undisclosed personal reasons. However, when a moment like this arises when the whole world sees how Jungkook looks at Jimin without a word, as if time stopped, then inevitably, everyone again wondered, what exactly is there between them? Is this just a form of affection between two friends? Or is there something deeper, which so far only the two of them know? Nonverbal communication experts who are also the army also gave their opinions. Some claim that such a look reflects feelings that are not channeled. Jungkook doesn't just look at Jimin, he looks at Jimin the way someone looks at someone they miss, admire, and love, a body language analyst. Others pointed out that the way Jungkook clasped his chair hands while staring at Jimin showed an attempt to control his emotions. However, not a few are reminded not to conclude too quickly. Most fans chose to enjoy the moment as a form of deep affection, two friends who have been through so much together. From a stressful trainee period, a difficult debut, up to the peak of global fame they are now living. That view, they say, is a form of gratitude and admiration that cannot be expressed in words. However, still, for many army, feelings cannot be lied to. There was a tremor in that moment, and that vibration gives rise to hope, to curiosity, also emotions that are difficult to explain. Because such a moment is not the first time it happens. Jungkook has been caught watching Jimin secretly many times. Backstage, in the waiting room, even while live streaming. The look is consistent. A gentle, meaningful look, and often accompanied by a small, barely perceptible smile. And what makes this moment even more impactful is Jimin's response. Although not directly looked back, there was a small gesture from Jimin that made the fans believe that he was aware of it. Like when he bites his lower lip, he played with his fingers and laughed quietly for no apparent reason. A reaction that for the army was enough to make speculation that there was covert communication going on, without a word, without sound, yet full of meaning. Behind all this furor, big questions are floating in the air. Do they realize that one look can drive the world crazy? Maybe yes, maybe no. But for Jungkook and Jimin, things like this may already be part of their lives. The intimacy they have, even without labels, it always warms the hearts of those who see it. Major media outlets began covering the incident. Some South Korean entertainment news channels even include snippets of the video in their daily programs. He called it, "the moment that made the world stop for 2 minutes." Articles appeared with various speculative titles, ranging from Jungkook's gaze containing a sense of love, until, does Jimin realize what the world sees today? But beyond all the crowds and public analysis, some soldiers still choose to interpret this moment personally. They attributed it to the songs that Jungkook and Jimin had sung, especially songs about longing, sacrifice, and unrequited love. They quote meaningful lyrics from songs Still With You or Promise and tried to align it with Jungkook's facial expression that night. When the world talks about war, politics, and division, one glance can unite millions of people in a sweet silence. For the ARMY, that's the power of BTS. Not just because of their songs, but also because of the real bond between the members. A bond so honest, without being artificial, and that can be felt even from a distance. Not a few also expressed their feelings on social media. Many wrote that seeing Jungkook staring at Jimin like that made them believe in genuine love again. Love that does not have to be announced to the world, but simply shown through the eyes. A love that does not scream, but quietly grows between two people who understand each other even without a word. That night, it was as if the world had become calmer. Everyone forgets for a moment their worries, tasks, or life pressures. Because there is one short video that touches the heart, and it comes from Jungkook and Jimin. Perhaps there will be no confirmation from their side. Perhaps there will be no official statement. But maybe the world doesn't need it. Because sincere love, even without words, remains understandable. An hour has passed since the video went live. But the effect has not faded. There are still thousands of new tweets every minute, dozens of fan edits, and thousands of comments flooded online platforms. The internet is still hot. And all because of one beautiful little thing. Jungkook's eyes turned to Jimin. A look that will probably be remembered forever. Is this just a momentary moment or a sign of something bigger? Only time can answer. But one thing is certain, today, the world sees love in its simplest and purest form. And it came from the eyes of Jungkook, who once again couldn't look away from Jimin. While the video continues to spread, and the ARMY around the world is still washed away in a sea of emotions, the night deepened with the arrival of an unexpected upload. In the stillness that feels so heavy, a large fanbase account from Korea suddenly posted a photo. Jimin was seen standing by the window with the twilight light touching his face, and not far behind him, the shadow of someone very recognizable, Jungkook. The photo was taken from a very careful angle. Not frontal. Do not interfere. But the atmosphere wasn't playful, as if one frame could tell 1,000 unspoken words. The caption is simple. There are things that can only be understood through silence. ARMY back on fire. Some shed tears. There are also those who laugh bitterly because they too understand how it feels to be able to speak without a voice. They begin to string together the narrative behind the photograph. Is this the moment after the gaze? Do they speak in silence? Or, as many people say, they don't need to talk at all. A few hours later, a Japanese media account known to be close to the K-pop entertainment industry published an equally shocking article. In the article, it was mentioned that during the closed event it took place, the guests who attended noticed that the atmosphere between Jimin and Jungkook felt very calm yet intense. They don't talk much openly, but everyone feels something different, like a subtle but real electric current flowing between them.